Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, we are jumping into the never-ending drama of Genshin community. Now, I know the Genshin community had issues with this video in particular, and that's exactly why we're watching it. Hell yeah, baby. It's drama time. It's drama time. Listen, I've been loving this drama time. Drama time. It's the best vibes. And I'm sure Genshin has lots of drama. All right, we are going to be doing a drinking game for every pedophile joke that is made in this video. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Because at the end of the day, I think my biggest problem with this game comes down to purpose. And that is there is no purpose.
What? Dude, I love this argument. This argument always makes no sense. No, dude, there's no purpose in anything. Welcome to real life. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but seriously though, it's a game, bro. It's a video game. What's the purpose of video games?
The Genshin Impact.
My dad got a credit card bill of $20,000.
Dad saddled a $20,000 credit card bill after daughter's in-game spending spree on Genshin Impact. Holy shit. Dude, this isn't a Genshin community problem. This is a kids are absolutely idiots problem.
Thanks to his daughter spending it all on Genshin.
I've gone so far as get an email.
Hey, it's my boy, Mtashed. I love that guy.
Pretending that they have cancer or even one of their children has cancer. Someone said,
Fuck.
my child has cancer. Their only wish is to get Ganyu.
Wow! Wow! Again, not a Genshin issue, kind of a human issue. And now, I'm probably going to say that a lot over this video, because every community, once it gets big, gets toxic. So, just disclaimer, this isn't like a hate on Genshin community per se, as much as these are just the wildest stories to come out of the Genshin community. But holy shit, man, my god. Dude, I've had the cancer thing also. I had someone, I am not even joking you. I'm not going to mention any specific names because it's nobody's business. The wildest thing I got an email threatening me that they would commit suicide and their blood would be on my hands if I didn't collab with them. Literally. And well, they didn't commit suicide because they wrote me another email similar to that like a few weeks later threatening me again. So I am not even joking you. It happens a lot more than you would think. I never made like an actual video about it, obviously, because like, okay. But dude, literally every community has that shit.
That's just someone faking it, trying to get a character.
Let me actually see if I can find that email. It was a long time ago and there's no way I saved it. I'm just scrolling forever now. Dude, I found it. He sent me 30 emails, this guy. Oh my god, he sent me his phone number and everything. Holy crap. Let me just scroll through them. They're all like, why are you ignoring me? Please respond. I'm desperate. And it's probably like, you know, it's all bullshit, obviously. It's all just a guilt trip. Yeah. I'm just looking for the crazy one. I probably deleted it, honestly. These are ones that are still just sitting in my inbox. Okay, I found the one. It's incredibly serious and important. Help me, please. It's a matter of life and death. Here's one of them. But anyway, let's not get into it too deep. But the point is, everyone gets this shit.
Sum it up, Genshin is an amazing game that I can't recommend to anyone.
Exploring a vast world for the first time is a magical experience for a lot of gamers. But for these open world games, it's not just the size of their maps that's huge. It's the cost to make them. While
For most game developers, money!
making their own open world role-playing game, the game company called Hoyoverse made a huge gamble. They spent
And it paid the fuck off.
over $100 million to
That's how much they make every month now.
develop Genshin Impact, only to make it free to play. Genshin Impact is among the most expensive video games to be developed of all time.
Yeah.
So if it failed, it might be the end of Hoyoverse.
It's really interesting that he's getting into like community drama, but he's also going to tell you what Genshin Impact is. I've never seen one of his videos before. This is good shit. This is good shit.
What made this gamble even riskier was that before this, Hoyoverse only ever made mobile games. But Genshin Impact was being made for mobile and major gaming platforms.
Which is insane. Like, I talked about this in my Genshin lore deep dive a little bit, but something really wild when it comes to Genshin Impact is the fact that you have to realize the draw of a gacha game. The draw of a gacha game ultimately is you want your waifus, right? You'll roll, you'll pay more money to get more waifus and pay more money to get more waifus. It's essentially Pokemon Go, except for people that want to fuck the Pokemon. But like, the concept of a gacha game is very addictive, and it's really great for something like mobile. You don't actually need to pay for an actual open world game on PC. Now, Genshin does more than that. It's got that, the addiction and spending habits of a gacha game in an open world that's beautiful, and you can have your escapist fantasy life in there as well. It's It's actually brilliant. Like, the fact that someone didn't come up with this earlier is a little bit mind-blowing to me. Like, and that blend of the open world with the sprawling lore, coupled with I think, the gacha elements, that's really where the money comes in, is literally so freaking genius.
But the gamble paid off. In just 2 years since its launch, Genshin Impact made $4 billion. Its achievement
Damn! That's a lot of money. Holy shit.
was unlike anything the gaming world has seen before. But getting to this level of success wasn't always a smooth road. Before we start, I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. You know what? Just because you said that, I won't commit bodily harm upon myself. What a nice man.
Today we'll be looking at the insane world of Genshin Impact and the craziness of its community.
All right, baby.
The dangers
the dangers of Genshin in real life. Oh my god. The dangers of Genshin in real life. A lot of people don't know this, but people who have used oodles of their own semen to fill jars of Genshin figurines have no ability to talk to women. Okay, I don't think that's actually going to be the segment. I'm just saying that'd be crazy.
Genshin in real life. On September 28th, 2020, Genshin Impact was released, quickly rising to the top of every known ranking, downloads, revenue, awards. But
Insane how massive Genshin got.
in order to stay at the top, the game had to keep things fresh. Hoyoverse wasn't just looking to make a splash in the gaming scene, but beyond it as well. So on March 8th, 2021, Genshin Impact teamed up with KFC.
I heard about this. The KFC collabs where there were just mobs at every store
In China for the game's first ever collaboration. Genshin Impact characters dressed up for the occasion, promoting KFC combo meals that came with in-game rewards. During this time, players who bought a special KFC combo meal could redeem an in-game item called the Wings of Feasting. There was no other way of getting this item, so Chinese players went
Oh my god, they really made the item only obtainable by going to KFC. That's a really bad call. I've seen a lot of really wild marketing decisions that Genshin made. Some of them are really, really, really iffy. Like, obviously they work and get people to talk about Genshin, but, like, ethically they're a little wild. I was about to say that this isn't fair to the Genshin community because, like, here's the Pickle Rick situation. Dude, look at this. This is because in Rick and Morty Season 3, there was the Szechuan sauce where they talked about McDonald's Szechuan sauce, right?
Wait, you guys know Szechuan sauce?
Right?
Wait, you guys know Szechuan sauce? No, I want Szechuan sauce! Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick! What below the dum dum? I'm Pickle Rick! I'm Pickle Rick! Rick!
So based. So based. This video encapsulates all of humanity's complexity in one nutshell. But the point is, this was Rick and Morty talking about Szechuan sauce at McDonald's, and those employees did not deserve that at all. So I was going into this segment of the video talking about how it's not fair to blame Genshin Impact for some sort of insane stampede in real life, because that happens everywhere. But Genshin literally is telling you to go to KFC to get this wings shit. That's wild. That's wild. No one can 100% this game because it's always going to be funneling players to other places, and that is like scummy marketing, honestly.
to their local KFC
Just a little bit. That's the vibe I get. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
outlets in droves. The event was so successful that it became dangerous. With players overcrowding the KFC stores and a threat to public safety, police needed to get involved and shut down KFC
Great production value on this video, though.
establishments. Many camped outside of KFC stores just to be in the front of the line. In the end, getting the police involved was the right choice because the stores were so crowded, people started to commit crimes like stealing character displays.
People commit crimes like stealing cardboard cutouts. So based. I'm joking. Oh my god.
Stands from the store.
Okay, that's not that, like, okay, let's be real here.
Amidst all the chaos,
Free cutouts.
people started stealing Noel cutout. People that were successful in the Noel cutout heist started selling them online.
Just a few months into
God damn, bro. Okay, dude, committing crimes, bro. When we talk about committing crimes in other communities, we're talking really major shit, not stealing cutouts.
Genshin Impact's release, it became so popular that crowds at real-world events could not be controlled. So on August 29th, 2022, when Genshin Impact had a new collaboration with Pizza Hut in China,
They saw what happened with KFC. Literally saw what happened with KFC. And they did it again. They don't care about the safety of these people in an overcrowded stampede. Literally not at all. They don't give two flying shits about any of that, right? Realistically, this.
Players should have
They could have made it for online orders or something, but dude, they knew what they were doing for this one.
already
KFC and Pizza Hut are the same company. Why does that matter at all? They saw it happen once. They saw the stampedes that went on, and they did the same thing again. That's negligent a little bit.
learned their lesson, right?
Is that true that cops actually shutting down Genshin Impact collaboration event with Pizza Hut? That was the case.
Once again, history repeated itself. Genshin Impact players crowded around the Pizza Hut stores, becoming a danger to themselves and the people around them.
It was actually dangerous for people. I don't know. That's definitely a Genshin L. I really think they saw those dollar signs and they did not exactly make the most moral decision they could have.
Police had to shut down some of the Pizza Hut joints for the same reason as last time: public safety. Even in Genshin Impact events outside of China, there was always new players causing problems.
There was a girl in the Philippines who stole a cardboard cutout
Oh my god, they're still on these cardboard cutouts. People, what are you doing? What is wrong with you?
Klee in the Hoyo Fest Cafe collab last December. She openly admitted to stealing it.
But stealing is nothing compared to some of the horrible things some event attendees have done. 200 people had to evacuate a Genshin Impact event in Seoul, Korea.
Okay, they had to, all right, and okay, that's just like, you know, it's a popular game. Okay.
After someone tweeted that they would set off a homemade explosive there.
Ah, Genshin fans, bro. Why you gotta call in bomb threats and ruin it for everybody? Man, daily life of a Genshin fan. Bomb threats. Let's go.
There. The actions of these Genshin Impact players don't reflect the entire community as a whole.
Okay, I mean, that was nice that you said that, but really, we know. Not every Nux viewer is unhinged psychopath, if only a couple of them are.
But this is what happens occasionally when a lot of players gather together in real life. Thankfully, from these in-person events, we couldn't find any reports of people ending up with lasting consequences. But that's only...
Yeah, I don't know. That's really yucky. Again, it's like I got doxxed probably by a fan, or a fan in quotation marks. Not doxxed, swatted rather. I didn't get doxxed. Thankfully, I've managed to dodge that bullet, but I got swatted by probably a fan. I don't know who else would have heard of me, or a hater, I guess. But that doesn't mean that everyone that hates me is a psychopath. They're just cringe.
Only the beginning of what crazy Genshin Impact fans are capable of, because as you continue watching this video, some of these stories will make you question just how far they can really go.
Oh god. So chapter
Corrupt
1.
sponsorship.
I'm not gonna lie, chapter 1 really, the IRL situations didn't really seem indicative of Genshin per se, aside from the second collaboration with Pizza. That's scummy. It goes to show where the priorities of Genshin really lies, and that's money. I'm such a simple man. I see YouTube drama, I see Twitch making terrible TOS decisions, I see Genshin making terrible IRL decisions. Money! It's always money! It's not about any morals or culture wars or anything. It's all about the money! God damn it.
When Genshin Impact teamed up with KFC China for collaboration, players in countries outside of China felt left out. So Hoyo...
Honestly, valid. I always hate when games do this and make region exclusive shit just for the hub region, right? Genshin was made in China, so therefore Genshin is made in China, and therefore Genshin like had an event only in China, where you can get an in-game item only if you go to a place in China, which is wild.
Hoyoverse came up with a plan. On November 25th, 2021, players from the global region finally had the chance to get the Wings of Feasting item from the KFC China collab by teaming up with Genshin Impact Twitch streamers.
Wait, what? The only way to get this item around the world was through a sponsorship from Twitch streamers? Damn. Okay.
From around the world, Hoyoverse gave out the Wings of Feasting through their new web event called the Adventurers Guild on Twitch.
So, you know, honestly, Tectone, my boy, after this segment where he talks about corrupt sponsorships, I'll tell you 2 stories of slightly corrupt-ish Genshin sponsorships that I have personally gotten. I don't want to be a leaker or anything, so I'm not going to tell you anything crazy, but 2 things that I think you'll be very interested about.
The plan was to get the player base to support Twitch streamers. On paper, this was a great move for the community, because players who bought paid subscriptions to selected Twitch streamers could get the Wings of Feasting, while streamers could get more subs.
Honestly, badass. That's badass as hell, right? I'm waiting to see the issue. That doesn't seem corrupt. That's so cool. It's a way to help everybody, sort of, right? It gets people to want to pay them more, and it gets them the stuff. Oh god, how did this backfire?
A win-win. But once again, it was too good to be true. While almost everyone loves eating KFC, not everyone loves Twitch streamers. A lot of players...
True! That's why I'm moving to Kick, ladies and gentlemen. A beloved site, kick.com/Nuxanor. Go there, it's happening. I'll do an announcement for my first stream there. Alright, we'll see.
were upset that they had to spend money to subscribe to streamers that they'll never watch. But
okay, let me just rip the band-aid off here for a second. This wings thing that you were gonna get in KFC was going to KFC even if you wouldn't go to KFC. You're paying for the thing. You don't give a crap of the streamer that you're helping. You are paying for the thing.
the real problem was what the streamers had to face. Twitch streamer Tectone exposed
Tectone jump scare. Tectone, my boy, my guy, my homie.
was the contract offered by Hoyoverse for them to be an
He leaked the contract? Tectone. Oh my god, you did not do that, bro.
eligible streamer for this event.
It's a 2-week exclusivity contract, which means you can only stream Genshin Impact for 2 weeks, no other games.
That's wild. So, okay, that's alright.
And here's the thing for payment. $0.
What?
On top,
Wait!
2 weeks, no other games. And here's the thing for payment. $0.
Wow. So obviously, no one needs to take this sponsorship, right? I feel like that's just a big thing. No one needs to take the sponsorship. No one needs to take the sponsorship. If you do take the sponsorship, you have an advantage that more people will subscribe to you. Wow, Genshin, fucking hell, they paid an exposure. Holy shit. Dude, Genshin, it literally boils down to what I said before. Money! Genshin is a ruthless money-making machine. Holy crap. This is, like, insane. It's not pointless. So here's Genshin's game plan, right? They will spend absolutely nothing to give this MacGuffin nothing burger artistic shit to audiences as long as they watch Genshin content. And the streamers are more than happy to do that because more people are going to subscribe to them. Genshin found a way to get streamers more money by not paying them and forcing them to be a glorified 2-week ad for Genshin. That is marketing genius. This is Darth Sidious level marketing. And, like, wild. That is insane. It's like large, colossal brain. They managed to get, it's wild, this is the most capitalistic strategy I've ever seen, and it came from communist China, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly.
on top of not being paid, Twitch streamers were not allowed to accept other sponsorships or talk negatively about Genshin Impact.
My 2 cents. Include the inability to accept sponsorships. I actually think this is valid. They are paying you for a 2-week exclusivity thing, and you have the right to accept or not. If you want other sponsorships or if you want to do other things, you have no reason. You do not need to accept Genshin sponsorship. Or, this isn't even a sponsorship. Genshin's deal, right? I think that's valid, honestly. But this, not being able to speak negatively about the game, that is absolutely inappropriate. They aren't paying you though, yeah, but you don't have to accept their deal, right? Like, you are going to be getting more subscribers on Twitch through this, right? Again, I think it's immoral and it's not appropriate for a gaming company to basically monetize the audience to this degree so that they don't have to pay for marketing. That's insane. But not being able to speak negatively about the game, that is wrong. That is so wrong. People are watching streamers because they want to watch that person. And if that person has to cultivate the things they say about the game, then they are a dishonest ad. They are an ad that is not honest about portraying what they are doing, right? You know how when a YouTube video gets sponsored, they have to always disclose that this is sponsored, right? I can't get sponsored by Genshin and not disclose that I'm sponsored by Genshin. Oh my god, dude. This goes deeper. This goes so much deeper. Holy shit. I'm just picking up on this now, but what the frick? Guys, there's a rule, there's a law that when you get sponsored, you have to say that you are sponsored because people have to recognize that your words are biased because you are sponsored by them. Genshin found a way to not make people need to disclose this because they're not being paid by Genshin. They're only being paid by the community. So Genshin found a way, a legal loophole in letting streamers not say that they are sponsored. They don't have to say they're sponsored. So therefore, they could go about they're paid actors without being paid. It's like literally 10 evil marketing plans. Oh my god. They can say whatever they want and people won't look at it as, oh, he's sponsored, he might be lying, because they don't have to disclose they're sponsored because they're not being paid. Literal cycle of dick sucking going on.
Other creators also spoke up against Hoyoverse's contract, resurfacing the community's anger toward the company. But amidst the backlash Hoyoverse was facing, innocent content creators were caught in the crossfire. Genshin Impact players flooded Twitter to attack any content creators who accepted the contract.
Honestly true though. Like, I could see how this, like, absolutely butt-fucked everyone that took that deal. Like, I think Tectone leaking it has positives to it. Like, the transparency of it is definitely positive. But dude, everyone that did take that deal, literally because, dude, it's their money, right? They're making money here by more people subscribing to them now. Bro. I'm sure all these guys got insane amounts of hit.
Threatening to unsubscribe from them.
There's a lot of people in the Genshin community, smaller Genshin content creators, who reached out to me via Discord, Twitter DM, and they said that they are very anxious about this. And that they're terrified. They accepted the program, right? And they're terrified about what's to come because of how the community retaliated towards this.
In the end, the adventure...
Yeah, honestly though, I respect Tectone for this. Like, I know that other people got hate for this, but transparency is a good thing inherently. And I'm sorry to people that did get hate for this, but if you did something that you don't think is wrong, then you shouldn't care if people disagree, I suppose. Right? Like, I get weekly hate brigades on Twitter sending me death threats because of my Twitch's hentai song, which, by the way, was a prophecy and I was proven right. But I get weekly... I don't regret making that song. The song was cringe, and it was supposed to be cringe, and, like, I don't, like, care.
Guild on Twitch event divided the community instead of bringing them together. Hoyoverse never responded to the backlash from this event, while streamers suffered the wrath of angry Genshin Impact players. Sadly, this isn't the only time that innocent creators had to pay the price for Hoyoverse's action. The consequences of...
Alright, chapter 3. Alright, so here's some, if you want corrupt sponsorships, look no further than this. I'll tell you 2 of my personal sponsorship experiences with Genshin Impact that might shake you to your core, bro. So, I like Genshin Impact, and just making it clear, if Genshin wanted to sponsor me again, which they probably don't, I would be happy to work with them. I once recorded a sponsorship for Genshin Impact, and I sent them the ad promo for them to review, and I referred to the characters as waifus. I said, gather all these waifus or whatever. And Genshin said, no. The word waifu is a derogatory term. Do not use the word waifu. It is the word, okay? Do not use it. It is derogatory towards women, even though that is literally their entire marketing ploy. Literally, their entire marketing ploy is sexualizing these characters to sell them as waifus to gacha players, right? So I was not allowed to use the W slur waifu, okay? That was one. Another one, this one I thought was even more egregious. I sent them the video that had the Genshin ad, and they didn't let me because I had VTubers in the video, specifically HoloLive. And by the fact that I mentioned HoloLive in the video, they made me take the ad out of the video and put the ad in a different video. Just purely because, China has beef with HoloLive ever since the whole Kiryu Coco drama thing. And to be honest, it was a huge pain in the neck for me. I did not have another video ready at the time. I had to rush my editor to get another video right because A, I had a deadline to get the sponsorship out, and it's not like I was ever told in advance that because the country of China hates some VTuber organization, I am going to be caught in the crossfire. That's just cringe. Like, you got to tell me that stuff in advance. Don't expect me to get there last second to get another video all ready and done. It's not like I mentioned the China controversy. I just mentioned HoloLive. Dude, China is such haters. They're such haters in China. Oh my god. But yeah, that's more of a China L than a Genshin L, but I thought it was a funny story.
Sure. So far, Hoyoverse's ambitious ideas led to real-world mayhem. But unlike the frenzy of Genshin fans at KFC, there's another service that delivers harmony with every meal. Cook Unity. Cook Unity.
Bro, he went from corrupt sponsorships to his video sponsor. Oh my god, the balls of this man. Alright, yeah, okay, dude. Alright, dude, alright. Let me remind you that this video is sponsored by me. Go to patreon.com/nuxtaku to support me. And because Genshin won't.
This is Anjali.
Anjali, by the fact that you're in this video, I am probably not going to like you. I don't know you, but I'm sorry.
Got into voice acting in their teens. Like a lot
of... voice acting. Voice acting. This is what we're doing. Whoa, she voiced in all this cool stuff. What?
Voice actors Anjali's career started out with minor roles in different films and games. In 2021, Anjali auditioned for Genshin Impact and became the voice of a few NPCs in the game. But as Genshin Impact grew with more updates, so too did Anjali's career. Anjali kept auditioning for more roles in the game and eventually landed the opportunity to voice Dory.
Dory?
Character for Genshin Impact's Sumeru expansion. What originally felt like a
Sumeru lore is freaking awesome. Like, I was thinking about it a little bit more, and dude, Sumeru lore is actual anime tier stuff. Like, people that say that Genshin is just like, it's a beautiful game and that's it, the story sucks, bro, Sumeru is kind of fire.
Dream come true, Anjali soon discovered that it would turn into a nightmare. Okay. What was supposed to be a new character's exciting announcement ended up to be a mob of upset players over the casting of Dory. The new map drew strong inspiration from South Asian and Middle Eastern cultures, leading some players to accuse Hoyoverse of engaging in cultural appropriation.
Please eat my butthole, dude. Am I the only? I feel like I'm the only person on the internet that just doesn't understand cultural appropriation. It's like people say, "Oh my God, Nux, this might be cultural appropriation." And I don't even know what that means, dude. What does that even mean? What is cultural appropriation?
Anjali faced criticism merely for providing the voice of one of the characters.
That is so cringe, so not deserved. Hey Peaches, welcome to the stream. I came in and heard "eat my butthole." Makes sense. Average Nux experience, I suppose. But what?
After announcing that they were the voice of Dory, Anjali received inappropriate messages from angry players.
All right, that's old news. I get inappropriate messages from everybody. Holy shit.
At first, Anjali ignored these messages by blocking them, but as the hate grew...
No, don't block anybody. Just let them scream into the void. It makes them angrier.
They had to turn off DMs. Anjali's story is just one of the...
Dude, that is so sad. What? She had zero drama. She finally got her dream come true of being able to finally voice a character in this game that she loves. And she got hate? Are you kidding me? Not even a problematic character? Not a problematic franchise? Just, dude, can I tell you something very, very sad but also true? Voice acting makes shit money, bro. Voice actors are paid like garbage. No offense, voice actors. I'm sure some of you make incredible amounts of money. But, dude, if you get a role, especially a paying role, especially in something you like, dog, grab that now!
Many incidents where the Genshin Impact community directed their hate towards the voice actors. Zach Aguilar, the voice of Ether in Genshin Impact, called out players over the repeated harassment the voice actors got on Twitter after he hosted an official Genshin Impact live stream. The poor treatment Genshin Impact voice actors get from the community isn't exclusive to the English dub. Gui Niang, who voiced Kokomi in the Chinese dub of Genshin Impact, had to restrict her live stream because players were unhappy about the character she voiced.
Wow, people are idiots. Holy shit. Okay, but like, what? People are like fucking morons. That's insane. I'm always blown away by the amount of hate people get. Like, I don't know if you saw this, but popular Dungeons and Dragons creator guy Joe Cat recently quit content creation, or is wrapping up content creation because he made a video about girls, right? I like girls, cute little girls, singing ditty girls. I don't know, some little song about that. And it was I saw it right when it came out. It was a cute song. It was trending. It was really adorable. Twitter's been running with it. Twitter's been shitting on him for being cringe or whatever. And he says, I am not built for content creation if this is something that happens. Every month, the hate wave starts again, and people shit on me again, and I am not okay with that, and I'm quitting. And he's literally quitting YouTube because of that, and it's mind-blowing. You know, I get worse for my Twitch's hentai song, I think, than he gets for his girls song, literally. And I know what he means. It's absolutely insane. People are idiots, and it's so wild that there's nothing that you could do about it. It's grow a backbone or die in, what's the word? Trying to remember the right word. Whatever. Fuck the right word. It's get waves of hate or die alone. Like, there's nothing in between. It's insane. And then there are people like me, masochists, that like feasting on the idiocy of the people. Everyone out there making fun of my Twitch's hentai song, well, they can eat my sprawling bahuka. All right, editor, cut out the silences, obviously. Make this cool and epic like I had it ready. Boom! Nux Taku was warning us. Twitch is now. Yes!
Some losers, some degenerates, went out of their way to harass the voice actress, the Chinese voice actress for the character, and end up having her, like, shut down harassment on her live stream.
That's crazy. My boy Mudahar, always there. Love that man. What a sexy man.
Even though all the complaints come from a vocal minority, it paints a bad picture for the entire Genshin Impact community.
This ruins the experience for not only people who aren't toxic, but also voice actors themselves. They'll see what's been happening to voice actors throughout the years, and they won't want to voice act in Genshin Impact simply because they don't want to get attacked and harassed by a community when they've done nothing wrong.
In the end, Genshin...
I mean, I guess I feel that. I don't know if anyone ever offered a job voicing in Genshin and turning it down because they didn't want hate. Again, I could be wrong, and I just may never have heard of that. But I never heard of that happening. In fact, I would be surprised if I do hear that happening, because I think everyone gets hate. Everyone popular gets hate because they're little peons that are jealous of your success that want to make you upset. And people feel powerful if they can harass other people. It's sad, but it's true. So I don't know if it'll ultimately make a difference for voice actors specifically, but it is a sucky reality that definitely exists.
Impact players attacking voice actors is just a symptom of a major problem brewing between the community and Hoyoverse.
Yeah, no. I don't even think so. I don't think it's a problem brewing between the community and Hoyoverse. This is a problem that Twitter exists. You know? It's a problem that people feel the right to everything in the world and the ability to harass people without any repercussions. I don't think this is a Genshin problem. I think this is literally an everything problem. This is an everywhere problem. I wish it was just, but I don't know if it is. Anything that popular that has haters, like everything popular does, has this issue.
The company behind the game. In our next chapter, you'll find out just how far Hoyoverse goes to control the content in the game. The bubble diaper situation.
The what? The bubble diaper situation?
16th, 2023, Genshin Impact Update 4.0 added the new region of Fontaine to the game. While
I didn't dive into Fontaine lore yet. I'm still on 3. Whatever lore. I am up to Fontaine in my lore deep dive, baby. I am so excited. I keep hearing it's the best one.
Community welcomed the new content with open arms. There was one feature that players found to be very annoying. When you swim underwater in the game, it causes a bubble effect to appear around their character's hips. The effect was noticeable and started to grab the attention of the Genshin Impact community.
Okay, did they just want an excuse to see their characters' asses? Genshin Impact covers up the booties of its boy toys. Who the fuck wrote this? Anna Diaz? What the fuck? What?
This effect was known as the bubble diaper. Many claim that its intention was to cover up the rear end of characters, and a lot of players found this to be distracting.
Distracting? Please, bro. It's not distracting. Just wanted to see the asses of your favorite characters as they swim by, because the biggest draw of Genshin isn't the lore. The biggest draw isn't the beautiful world. The biggest draw is the sexy characters. Let's be real here for just a second. Just like, listen, I'm just
and this ain't just on the female characters. No, this is on the male characters too.
Okay, chill out. Why is that better?
Fully dressed, well dressed, you know, not showing anything male characters.
Unlike Western games, Genshin Impact has greater restrictions as a Chinese video game. While Hoyoverse has to follow the rules set by the Chinese Communist Party, their attempt to cover up in Genshin Impact appears to be a lot worse compared to other Chinese video games. With China's video game regulations growing stricter in recent years, players outside of China are worried that they'd also get hit with more rounds of cover-up similar to the bubble diaper incident. But it isn't.
I mean, okay, right? There was also so much hate because they nerfed Rosaria's chest, right? They nerfed the chests and everyone was all upset. Like, I mean, realistically, these are people following regulations of their country or whatever. Bro, if they could get away with showing you porn, they would. But they can't, so they don't. I don't know, I feel like this is not such like this isn't really a big deal, is it?
Just graphics. Players realized that their words were being censored too.
It censors tank. I wonder why. Tank? It actually does!
The censorship wasn't just limited to words like Taiwan and Hong Kong. Even words that are important for in-game communication, like enemies, can't be seen. This list only
Yeah, it's almost as if communism is cringe or something, who knows?
Appears to be growing. A study conducted on 200 different Chinese mobile games revealed over 180,000 black keywords. However, what truly aggravates the community goes beyond the in-game censorship.
the boobs.
It's the persistent feeling that their concerns are constantly overlooked.
Okay, I do hear that. Genshin really doesn't, I don't think, give a crap about the community as long as they're just rolling out the money. I mean, realistically, I think most places are similar in that regard, but yeah, Genshin is egregious when it comes to the money-making printing machine, making you pay shit for everything. I don't think Genshin cares about the community at all, aside from how much the community is going to pay them.
Genshin Impact's Discord is notorious for silencing players, making it difficult for them to voice their opinions when it comes to problems about the game.
Yeah, they're very into controlling speech. Again, I don't know if this is Genshin or China, but they are super into just controlling people's speech. I've seen that also. Like, by the fact that they, in the corrupt sponsorship segment of the video, they would sponsor streamers to just play Genshin for 2 weeks and not say anything negative about the game. That is very, hi, China, how are you?
Because Hoyoverse hardly addresses the community's complaints, players often use this lack of communication to justify their actions, such as bullying innocent parties, as we've seen with voice actors.
What? Okay, dude. That's a bit of a jump. I don't know if the silencing criticism is a reason for bullying voice actors, but I just think they're both cringe. The two things can separately be cringe together.
Some problems would be bad for Hoyoverse to ignore, because there was one incident that left hundreds of players with a permanently damaged game. The hack that destroyed the game. Even though Genshin Impact is mainly a single-player experience, it does have co-op features. Players have the option to enter their friend's world, where they can assist with various tasks like tackling in-game quests and challenges for some engaging gameplay.
Okay.
It's all about shared fun, until August.
Even American sponsors don't want to be talked about badly in an ad. Yeah, but that's if it's disclosed as an ad, alright? You probably missed the earlier part of the stream, where Genshin would found a way to get streamers to be sponsored by Genshin, except they weren't technically sponsored by Genshin because Genshin wasn't paying them. It was the community that was paying them. And that way, they didn't have to actually disclose that they were even sponsored by Genshin, but despite that, they still weren't allowed to say bad things about Genshin. That was the problem. If it's a disclosed ad, obviously you shouldn't be allowed to say negative things about what they're paying. It's just when it's not disclosed.
2023. In what turned into a bleak chapter of Genshin Impact's story, teaming up in co-op mode suddenly became the one thing that you really didn't want to do if you cared about your account. During this period, Chinese players panicked. They realized that in-game objects like treasure chests were permanently missing. Some of these in-game objects were important for story, and without them, they couldn't explore the rest of the game.
That's nutty!
The cause of these disappearing objects could be tied to one playable character, Kaveh. Some players used a third-party software to hack Kaveh, giving him an ability to permanently delete almost anything from the game, even NPCs.
What frick? That's insane!
Erupted chaos between players.
Right, and I'm sure that the whole community was terrified to ever co-op just because Kaveh can delete this shit.
Chinese and English-speaking players alike took to online platforms, warning everyone not to enable the co-op feature. Once a Kaveh hacker deletes your game files, it's gone for good. Not even reinstalling Genshin Impact would bring it back.
Oh my god, that's a disaster!
So on the Chinese servers, videos have been going around showing Kaveh deleting stuff like statues, NPCs, etc. While it looks hilarious, repairing or reinstalling your game doesn't fix it.
But even
I remember this video. I've seen this TikTok before when this came out. How long ago was this? 2 years ago, maybe? Wasn't the person that was the hacker... I might be completely wrong about this, chat. You'll correct me. But I'm pretty sure the person that ended up being the hacker ended up making the video like he was the victim, right? So, maybe I'm totally wrong here. But, like, they say, it's horrible. Kaveh could delete stuff from your account.
Etc. While it looks
hilarious. Like, he would, like, you know, be, like, nudging. This is fucking badass that the guy did this.
Hilarious. Repairing or reinstalling your game doesn't fix it.
But even with video...
Whoa, Hoyo fixes Kaveh hack. Victim is the real hacker. Do you see what I'm talking about? There was a whole drama about the person that actually was making videos about how the Kaveh hack destroyed him ended up being the hacker, right?
Clip circulating online, some Genshin Impact players thought that the Kaveh hack was fake. One player even recorded footage of them deleting objects with Nahida, a different character, only to admit later that it was fake.
There we go. Yeah, that's insane. That's wild.
Much conflicting information spreading around. Nobody knew for sure if the Kave hack was real or fake, except Hoyoverse. On August 28th, 2023, Genshin Impact's official Reddit account made a post revealing that the Kave hack was indeed real. In just a week after videos of the hack circulated online, Hoyoverse quickly fixed the hack. Thankfully, players who were affected by the hack had their—
Is that Jack Spadicy?
Online, Hoyoverse quickly fixed the hack. Thankfully,
Jack Spadicy played Genshin? Let's go.
Players who were affected by the hack had their accounts restored to normal. Hoyoverse also banned the hackers and are pursuing legal action against them. While we aren't sure what happened to the hackers, it's likely that they'll be punished pretty severely. Lawsuits aren't to be taken lightly, especially with Hoyoverse.
Especially with China.
Because in this next situation, getting sued by Hoyoverse is comparable to being caught as an enemy spy.
What did he just say? Okay, what?
The $70,000 fine. We already learned in the—
I'm nervous for Tectone now that he leaked that document. I sure to God hope he never signed an NDA with them.
Previous chapter, the Genshin Impact is mainly a single-player experience with limited co-op features. But some players in the community take it far more seriously.
Don't say mods. Dude, I know China's insane about mods. Even Japan is crazy about mods.
In multiplayer games. Major updates usually add new characters, so players want to know if it's worth spending premium in-game currency to unlock them. That's why a large portion of the community would do everything they can to find out what's happening in the next update. One of these people is Xing Hair, a Chinese Genshin.
That guy's fucked. That guy's fucked. If he's an American guy, whatever. Genshin ain't doing shit to him. Let's be real. But like, dude. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. He's roasted. It's over.
Player. In January 2022, he got access to the Genshin Impact version 2.5 private beta test. After signing an NDA, Xing Hair was able to experience all the new features ahead of regular players. Wanting to share his new discoveries, Xing recorded his gameplay and shared it to his friend. But
what an idiot. Oh my god. Dude, these people are such... All that for a drop of clout that he could flex that he has the stuff. Dude, this is the GTA 6 trailer situation all over again.
That was a terrible decision.
Yeah, it was a terrible decision. Such a terrible decision.
Cost him everything. His friend shared the gameplay online, breaching the NDA that Xing signed. Hoyoverse tracked down the source of the footage right back to Xing Hair and sued him for $500,000 or about $70,000 US.
Banned and fined. Holy shit. I mean, look, that's... Man made his bed, now he has to lie in it. It's his fault. It's his fault.
That's the fine you'd expect for someone caught spying in China. In a post he made on
spying, they called it spying,
revealed how betrayed he felt because of his friend. About the leak, I've always been very careful. That friend I've known for years. I trusted him and told him not to spread it to outside sources. But I didn't think that I would get backstabbed today.
Backstabbed by friends. Welcome to the internet.
Xing also revealed that he doesn't have the means to pay the fine worth $70,000. While we aren't sure what happened to him after he made this post, we're sure of one thing. Hoyoverse takes data breaches very seriously.
Yeah.
Back in 2021, Hoyoverse made it clear that they weren't messing around, going after 7 players with lawsuits each at around
insane.
$70,000 US.
Yeah, it's wild. A lot of places are really into it. Like, I remember Niji Sanji once, I mean, they're not Chinese, but Niji Sanji, like, they sued a fan for harassing someone on Twitter, basically. Like, they are not to be trifled with, okay?
Leaking unreleased content of the game. And just when the leaks wouldn't stop coming, in October 2022, Hoyoverse suffered a massive data breach.
I mean, I might be wrong on that Niji Sanji thing. That's what I remember. I could be wrong. Disclaimer. Allegedly. That's what I remember. I think I'm right.
Not only were 36 weeks of upcoming content exposed to the public, but employee information was leaked too, which led many people wondering maybe it didn't take too much effort to actually breach Hoyoverse's security. A 4chan user in June 2023
No, not 4chan, anything but that.
Leaked so much Genshin Impact artwork that the user even insulted Hoyoverse for their incompetence. You are a multi-million company. You could tighten your security. You do not, however. Your company is so open to how easy it is to breach, so it's just a matter of time before somebody creates their own art book. You should try and get a profit at least.
Oh my god, dude! It's insane! Oh my god, brother!
Turns out, Hoyoverse's cybersecurity has been a problem since the very beginning of Genshin Impact. Security options like 2-factor authentication weren't available.
That's insane! What?
For mobile devices, and on October 19th,
Dude, everything needs the ability to have two-factor authentication. That's insane.
2020, not even 2 months into the game.
Especially because this is a game where people are dumping thousands and thousands of dollars into their accounts sometimes. Tectone spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on his Genshin account. The fact that there's no two-factor authentication is insane.
Release, hackers were able to steal player phone numbers through the Hoyoverse website.
Oh my god, that's negligence. That's gross negligence. Your lack of security isn't just people stealing your account. You could dox anyone that has a Genshin account. Oh my god.
This issue was only fixed on November 9th, 2020, but it took them almost an entire year to finally add two-factor authentication in
I can't believe I keep seeing him
May 2020.
use this highlighting effect. I can't believe he'd steal editing styles from Illuminati like that, honestly.
Hoyoverse may be taking harsh action against those who leak confidential information, but it's nothing compared to what China would do to Genshin Impact creators who go against them. Because sometimes just making the wrong kind of Genshin Impact videos could land you in prison.
Wait, prison like they don't want to talk to you, or prison like prison?
10 years in prison over Genshin Impact.
What? No!
On January 18th, 2022, Italian physicist Giorgio Parisi was on the verge of a major milestone in his life. He was about
Where the fuck is he going with this? Like, what?
to receive his Nobel Prize from the Italian Senate over a Zoom meeting. But
Italian Senate! No, wait, this was Final Fantasy. This wasn't shit.
Fortunately, his achievement would never be remembered as an honorable moment.
I disagree. I think this is awesome.
Instead, probably
it's what I'm thinking of.
One of the most embarrassing moments in Zoom call history. Somebody managed to hijack the call and played an inappropriate video of Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy, that's what I was talking about. This was awesome. And it wasn't Genshin, it was Tifa, bro. What?
Tifa Lockhart. This moment became a legendary internet meme overnight. But
for those of you that don't know, because he's scared to say no words in his video, unlike me, who is more than happy to say no words in my video and get... Dude, my last Adventure Time video was demonetized. I don't even know why, but it was, and I'm mad, because it shouldn't have... Not the point. During the Italian Senate awarding someone a Nobel Prize, some guy hijacked the call and played on national television Tifa Final Fantasy hentai. Like, full on everything. And it was dead silence in the Senate for like a solid 30 seconds before they decided they had to start scrambling to take it down.
A lot of people don't remember is that seconds before the Zoom hijacker was removed, he played a clip of Zhang Ling from Genshin Impact as well.
God, bro, you're gonna include this as like a Genshin Impact lawsuit? Dude, this was some guy who did trolling, okay? This has nothing to do with Genshin Impact.
Shang Ling didn't...
This is like Genshin players trying to make everything about them. Challenge impossible.
Same meme status that Tifa did. This might have been for the best, because the animator for the Shang Ling Not Safe for Work video was about to get into serious trouble.
I take it all back. This is totally a Genshin issue. This is not at all just a guy doing trolling. Oh my god, that is awful. There's no way. Some guy hijacks the call, plays someone else's hentai, and the hentai that the other guy made ends up getting arrested because their hentai was played in public. Oh my fucking god. That's horrible. This is probably because China's really into like the adult content distribution laws, right? That's like, the distribution laws are insane when it comes to adult content in China.
Shirakami, the animator, has a Twitter following of over 560,000.
Okay, dude. Fellow dyslexic out here, let's go.
And rose to online fame with his inappropriate Genshin Impact animations. However, he mysteriously went silent and vanished from the internet on December 12th, 2022.
Oh my god.
It wasn't until 6 months later that his fans would uncover the story behind his sudden disappearance.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that this happened. What?
In July 2023, Shirakami was arrested in China for violating censorship laws. He could potentially face up to 10 years in prison for distributing and profiting off of inappropriate material.
I'm a little curious as to what this has to do with the Senate thing.
His Patreon raked in over 1,830,000 Chinese yuan, or about 250,000 US dollars.
Sheesh, go to my Patreon. This video is sponsored by my own Patreon. You want to support me and, support me? That would be sick. Go to my Patreon. Support me.
Chinese authorities deemed as unlawful. Shirakami's arrest struck fear in the community of Chinese NSFW creators. Some of them even deleted their accounts, afraid that they would end up the same way.
Honestly, true. But this had nothing to do with the Senate then. Unless the Senate was just the whistleblowing, right? The Senate thing put the spotlight on this guy, and then they just raked him over the coals for everything else. Dude, that sucks, man.
Shirakami's story serves as a reminder that working on the wrong kind of Genshin Impact content could get you in trouble.
Dude, it has nothing to do with Genshin Impact. What? I feel like this whole video is just talking about incredibly widespread issues, how they exist also in the Genshin community, and then just shit on the Genshin. Like, this is a great video, and man did a lot of research, and he deserves respect for this video, because he did so much good research for this video, but this isn't a good community problem. This is a drawing porn in China problem.
But even if you're innocent, just working for Genshin Impact can be a problem.
There's nothing to do with Genshin Impact. What?
For one unlucky...
Did I misunderstand this?
On the wrong kind of Genshin's NSFW creators. Some of them even deleted their accounts, afraid that they would end up the same way. Shirakami's story serves as a reminder that working on the wrong kind of Genshin Impact content could get you in trouble. But even if you're innocent, just working for Genshin Impact can be a problem.
I don't know. I feel like this had nothing to do with Genshin. It has everything to do with Genshin. What are you on about? Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, but I feel like it's literally anything in China could get you in problem. He just happened to be making Genshin hentai instead of, I don't know, Code Lyoko hentai. I don't even want to think about that, but I don't even know why that popped into my head. But you know what I'm trying, you know what I mean.
For one unlucky Hoyoverse staff member, her first day on the job was thrown into chaos thanks to the Genshin Impact. The worst job ever.
God. It's a Genshin thing. Okay, wait. I'm just trying to read chat, because I'm obviously missing something. Someone in chat seems to think I don't know what I'm talking about here, and I have to understand why. Nah, it's a Genshin thing. They have a clause that you can't sell Genshin IP if it's non-canon, and he was profiting off Genshin IP. Wow, it's almost like that's just China's insane copyright system. Dude, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? That's just, again, I don't know if that's a Genshin problem. Unless I'm just missing something major here. I feel like that's just China copyright go crazy, right? Maybe, I don't know.
We've already revealed earlier in this video that Hoyoverse is infamous for not responding to their player base. But what if you had the power to change that? Janice rose to the opportunity to do just that. After 5 years of working at Bandai Namco Entertainment Asia as their social media and PR manager, Janice made a major career move. On September 28, 2021, she joined Hoyoverse as their new global PR manager. But on the first day of her job, Janice had to deal with gaming's worst PR disaster of all time. Genshin Impact's first anniversary event.
Did he say that this is gaming's worst PR disaster of all time? 1 second.
New global PR manager. But on the first day of her job, Janice had to deal with gaming's worst PR disaster of all time.
What planet are you on? Is this really gaming's worst PR disaster of all time? You do realize that Blizzard is being annihilated for, like, sexual misconduct, right?
Genshin Impact.
Maybe I don't know how bad this is, but holy crap.
First anniversary event. For the Genshin Impact community, the anniversary event was the final straw that broke the camel's back. Throughout the year, Hoyoverse responded with silence whenever the community aired their frustrations toward earlier updates. So when the anniversary event was revealed and it offered players little to no changes, they were more upset than ever.
Whenever the servers go down for maintenance, players are given an average of 300 Primogems as a form of compensation. You are getting more Primogems here compared to the rewards of the game's 1-year anniversary.
Look, I'm not saying it's smart of Genshin. I'm not saying it's good of Genshin, but biggest controversy of all time in gaming history, because entitled gamers thought they deserved more, and realistically probably did deserve more.
Anniversary offered 100 Primogems.
That's a joke, holy shit. That's a fucking joke.
The game's premium currency, if they took part in the social media event. Clearly, this wasn't even given freely.
That's not even a reward! Oh my god! What? You need a retweet? No, you need. That's not even a reward. It's a marketing ploy again, dude. Genshin, these fucking blood-hungry bitches. Oh my god.
It's not what the community wanted. Once again, Hoyoverse ignored the player base's disappointment toward the anniversary. But this time, the players fought back. Janice suddenly found herself dealing with the biggest protest in Genshin history. From 4.6 stars on the Google Play Store to 1.9.
Wow! God damn!
Stars, Genshin Impact was getting review bombed.
I mean, good grief, look at all the negative reviews they've had over this anniversary event. And that's the crazy thing about it, it's so absurd.
But it didn't stop.
It is absurd. They could have given everyone, 1,000 gems and it would have been the same shit for them.
There. Not only were players giving 1-star reviews to Hoyoverse's other games, but even random apps like Google Classroom were left with angry reviews putting the blame on Genshin Impact.
Google Classroom got review bombed for Genshin Impact. That's awesome.
On platforms like Discord, mods were dealing with criticism of the anniversary event, which made the community push even further by spamming the Discord server, flooding every channel with stickers. Janice wasn't just forced to clean up the mess from this anniversary event, it was the aftermath of Hoyoverse's lack of communication throughout the year.
I mean, that's hilarious. Enfys Arrows, thank you for the sub. This is, okay, calling this the biggest gaming controversy in the history of gaming is obviously a massive, overblown way to describe what's going on. But yeah, huge Genshin. Dude, Genshin doesn't give a shit about you. Like, did you not realize that? Did you not realize that yet? They don't give a flying rat's ass about you. But biggest controversy in gaming, dog.
As one Redditor puts it, it's not the
No Man's Sky launched without a complete game. Cyberpunk basically launched without a complete game. Right now, what's that game that just came out that everyone was going absolutely crazy about? The day before, which people are even calling a scam because of how incomplete it was. Like, dude, this is like legitimate fraud to some degree, all right? Allegedly. This is just, yeah, they don't give a crap about their community. Like, let's not make believe this is the same level of evil.
The lack of rewards, it's the silence. Genshin Impact's community really crossed the line when Janice
I love these random images that he has. A guy shooting a bow, random lightning in the sky. Like, such great graphics for his video.
The first day of her job became a target for the players as well. Comments on the article congratulating Janice for joining Hoyoverse had to be locked due to all the negative comments. Even the article itself was removed. In the end, the backlash was too much for Hoyoverse to handle. The company gave
they buckled, bro.
And broke the silence, promising more rewards for the players. But at this point, it was too late.
Too little, too late. Dude, I love how once you get criticism, if you're gonna change your ways because of the criticism you got, well then, honestly, you're just, it's like the completionist situation all over again, right? He was running his charity for 10 years and he never actually paid up to the charity over $600,000 until he got called out. Once he got called out by Muda and then he donated to the charity. At that point, does that absolve him morally? I wouldn't say so.
The community felt like these new rewards weren't given out for the anniversary, but were given out for damage control. Because of her experience at Hoyoverse, Janice left the company. For many, working at a big game studio like Hoyoverse can be seen as a badge of honor. But for Janice, it doesn't seem like she associates herself with the company, having removed any mention of it from her LinkedIn profile. Even after leaving Hoyoverse, the awful things that Janice had to deal with as their PR manager seemed to have caused her to take a break from the gaming industry.
That's rough. Yikes. That's tough, homie. Honestly, that is so rough. Not a best first day on the job, that's for sure.
But the horrible messages she received from the community are nothing compared to the cruel acts capable of some Genshin Impact players. Because a few of them would even take lives just for this game.
Dude, he knows how to segue his content from chapter to chapter. Oh my god! What a hook to the next chapter. There's no way there's no way this is like real though, right? Here's the worst thing. I forgot this happened. Fuck, man. Oh my god, chat, what are you doing?
A diehard fan's dreadful behavior. In our last chapter, you saw what happened when a company was completely out of touch with its players. This time, we're exploring a different angle. When players lose their grip on reality.
Oh my god, dude, you're kidding me. Something like this.
July 28th, 2023, a Reddit user named Snoo2612 made a controversial post on the Genshin Impact subreddit. The post talked about the toxic side of the Chinese Genshin Impact community, especially toward one playable character, Wanderer. The user explained how these fans went beyond the game, targeting not just fans of Wanderer, but also the character's voice actor, Lu Yin, during
Okay, so guys cringe, alright, so far.
a live event, but it didn't stop there. Wanderer haters even went as far as doxing the writers behind the character.
Oh my god, that's so bad, dude. Why do you dox people? Dude, Why do people feel like they're entitled to anything? Maybe I was brought up jaded, but you are not entitled to anything. Literally nothing. Hoyoverse doesn't owe you anything.
They reported Wanderer to the authorities for being a depiction of a war criminal. Unfortunately for them, both of these attempts ended up failing. When that didn't work, they crossed a serious line on a messaging app called Telegram, where one person shared really upsetting videos involving Cat.
Okay, I remember the situation now. Dude, oh man. Oh fuck, yeah, I remember this. Glass half full, at least he didn't murder any humans. Oh man.
So I can't go into full detail on YouTube, but since they were associated with Wanderer's in-game cat form, what I can say is that the cats sadly didn't survive. This was a harsh reminder of how intense fandoms can be.
Yeah, this definitely should be the climax of the video for sure, as far as the toxic world of Genshin Impact. Wanderer's in-game thing was a cat, so this person, because he hated a Genshin character, videoed himself brutally and horribly mutilating and murdering cats and sending those pictures around and videos around. Like, it was, I remember this dude. I'm not like in the Genshin community, and I knew about this. I don't know how many cats, if it was just one, that doesn't really matter, to be honest. It was awful.
Negatively spill over into reality. According to the Reddit user, the motivation behind these awful acts is simply because they don't like the Wanderer character.
Many Chinese male players see him as a real enemy and not a fictional enemy. They are offended by his attitude. His
well, that sucks to be them, I guess.
Talking pisses them off. The players are used to being flattered in a game world, so they can't tolerate a brat.
What kind of logic is that? Oh, you're offended? Boo-hoo. What?
Them doing everything they can to ruin real lives over Wanderer is apparently sending a message to Hoyoverse. When Snoo2612 made this post on Reddit, it was met with skepticism. Some Reddit
skepticism?
Users thought that there was no way that bad apples in the Chinese Genshin Impact community could be this toxic, but they were quickly proven wrong. Another Reddit user discovered that Snoo2612 was on Chinese forums after exposing the Wanderer controversy. Wanderer haters were calling Snoo a traitor to China and claimed that they found the Reddit user's real name. Snoo ended up making an update to their original post. In the update, Snoo apologized to Wanderer fans for making the Reddit post. Additionally, they asked those engaging in doxing to refrain from targeting the woman in Snoo's Twitter profile, clarifying that it was not a photo of—
God, dude, it goes always, bro. It's like when, okay, this is obviously a very, very much different thing, but it's like there was this one situation where there was a PewDiePie fan that did a mass shooting and said subscribe to PewDiePie before he videoed himself murdering people. And all these news articles were out there like painting PewDiePie as such an evil person, when in all honesty, this is not PewDiePie's fault at all, right? It's like, oh my god, dude.
It's hard to believe why some people would commit such disgusting acts over a fictional character. It may be just a small minority of the player base.
And obviously it's a small minority of the player base, but holy crap, that's insane. That is insane.
Hopefully, this is the darkest the Genshin Impact community gets. Video games are meant to be fun. There might be some things that we're not happy about, but there's never any justification to hurt others. Our voices matter, but we have to communicate them in the same way we'd want others to listen to us, because two wrongs don't make a right. Visual Venture.
Yeah, all right. You get a beautiful lesson at the end of the day. But dude is so like... so, first of all, really good video, Visual Venture. I highly suggest checking him out. That was a good video. I did like it. You did good research. I think he really tried to cram a lot of these things as Genshin-specific issues, when in reality they're just like, 'tis the life of an online popular thing issue. I do feel like he was really trying to fit the narrative of the Genshin community's bad apples, when in reality it's kind of just humans suck a lot. But good video. Good video. Good video. Oh yeah. Well, I guess the Genshin community is like every other community. Full of cringe and psychos. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!